Everybody, welcome back to my channel. So Saturday night we had MGP's last chance round where one more person was able to join the already existing 9 songs that will be competing in the MGP final this Saturday. So I'm not surprised to see that Mohn with Fly won. I think a lot of people felt that semi-final 4 was the strongest semi-final, in the sense of like there were a lot of songs that could have won that semi-final, and I know a lot of people were disappointed in the fact that Maria didn't get through that semi-final. As I said, I obviously had my own favourite that semi-final, and yeah, when I reacted to that I had a few unsubscribers, so I kind of knew that potentially Maria had quite a big support. So it's almost good that they have this last chance round for kind of situations like that. So yeah, it was Maria Mohn versus Trollfest in the final. And I generally do believe that Fly deserves that 10th spot. So alongside, obviously, the dueling and Maria getting through, we had my girl. And yeah, I feel like my channel is a big kind of supporting channel for Annalisa Kumoji's Queen Bees. So I haven't seen this performance yet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to watch this performance, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go away and I'm going to listen to all the songs. I'm going to watch all the performances, and I'm going to give my personal top 10. But I can't see that, or I can't say that until I see how Anna gets on with Queen Bee. So this will be the final performance that I will see, well, that anyone will see, in regards to kind of what we might expect on Saturday. Queen Bees. I'm really excited. If you follow my channel, you know I love this song. Okay, they're really going for the bees. Annalisa Kumoji's from the musical theatre background, right? So we know she was going to perform this. But they've really gone for the bee thing. Oh, I like the yellow and pink. Queen Bees. Oh, I thought they were going to do the choreo from the Queen Bee Challenge, which is something that's going on Instagram. If you follow Annalisa Kumoji. I've watched a lot of songs today that are high tempo that I've called out for lacking energy. And delivering a performance that just does not do the song justice. But this is not what's happening here. She is giving energy. And it's not like she's giving max choreo. We don't need to do that because she's such an entertainer. Don't know about this. Oh, it's just so much fun. He's cool. Oh, yes, Annalisa. Oh, gosh. Yes, Annalisa Kumoji. She delivered. I wasn't expecting her to go bees, bees, bees with extra bees on top. And like I said, the choreo. Don't know about this one. That's a new one. Okay, right, Shane. I need to go away and listen to these songs, I think, and then give my personal top 10. Okay, so I've listened to them a few times. I've gone back to all of the performances. Yeah, this wasn't easy. Can I just say, like, I have genuinely enjoyed Melodi Grand Prix. I think, like, there are so many national finals going on, and I wish there were more hours in the day. But this is certainly one that I've definitely dedicated quite a lot of time to over the last months, plural, right? It's been a while, like it's been going on a few weeks. But I think I've done it. I think I've done it. So I'm going to watch the recap And for each song, I'm going to tell you where it places in my personal top 10. This personal top 10, it's just been confusing because I think if I had a top 10 for kind of what I listened to and top 10 from watching the performances, they'd probably be slightly different. So I've had to kind of best fit for each song. Right, so let's do this. Right, so this is like a while ago now, right? Semi-final one. Like, this was the semi-final where I was really rooting for Trollfest, and then this song just comes through. Like, it is a slick stage performance, but ultimately we've moved on and we've progressed significantly over the following semi-finals. I've forgotten about this song, I'm not going to lie to you. Now, listening to them all again and watching all the performances, out of 10, because there's 10 on Saturday, I'm going to give it it's in my 8th place. I'm not going to give it 8 out of 10. It's my 8th place. So 1 being my best, 10 being my worst. So it's a good melody on that chorus. And he performs it very, very well. But yeah, I kind of wish Trollfest still came through this semi, to be honest. All the other winners, like, I can kind of see and why they won. I can see why this one, like, it is a slick performance. My personal number 8. I remember at the beginning being slightly apprehensive about saying anything bad about this song, although on my first initial listen, I genuinely really, really liked it. I think the lyrics are poetry, but then obviously this performance came, right? We know this is not going to be the performance on the night on Saturday. They're gonna change it. They have to. Like, you just saw all of the things that came after that in the semis, and then you just kind of realise, well, hopefully her team realised, sugar, we need to elevate this performance. I mean, with that taken into account, but also this is genuinely on, like, listen. Number 7. Now, I know there are people at the beginning, the Elsie supporters went very quiet after this performance, I must say. They were out thick and fast at the beginning. There was a lot of, like, Elsie ambassadors. And my initial reaction I really, really liked. And then, obviously, when seeing this, I was like, oh. And moreover, like, there's another song in this top 10 that sounds similar, or is giving a similar vibe that I prefer, and I think I have professed to preferring. I was a little bit scared of the Elsie tribe, but they've gone quiet since this performance. So I think Elsie's going to deliver tenfold in the final. She has to raise her game. I do think the song is good. I'm not a huge fan of that kind of soft Billie Eilish voice. I rather kind of have a belting voice. But I think this song could potentially go up from my personal 7 on Saturday if it's staged slightly differently, I think. But it's a good song. Hold a minute. Yeah, all my songs in the top 7 I really like. Yeah, I do. You can try, but there's no stopping me. Okay, Farida. So this is the other song that I'm basically trying to compare Elsie to. Like, this song comes along, and then you've got the stage, you've got the visual. 2 things watching this back again today. Her vocals are a little shaky, and there are moments where the dancing violinists are a huge distraction. I'm not against them being there, but maybe less camera time. But this is my number 5. I quite like this song. But yeah. Oh, I'll add a third one. I love the fact that suits don't have gender. The suit is not my issue. That suit is my issue. I'm looking at it again now. I don't like it. Again, I have no issue with the suit on any gender. It's just that colour scheme. I don't like it. So change the colour scheme, keep the suit. Less camera angles on the violinists. And yeah, there are moments where vocally I feel it's a bit of a struggle for her. But I think the song is good. I actually still prefer this song to Elsie's. Wake up next to you, wanna watch your body move. You're so beautiful, it hurts. I know my mum would love this song. There was this moment I had to go and get my groceries, and I was listening to these songs as part of my preparation for this. And it came on, and there was this moment I came to the traffic lights. I was like, I actually think I really like this song. The lyrics are unforgivable, but that melody on that chorus is infectious. Right, since then, I've obviously listened to all of them, and I've watched all the performances, and I cannot ethically, morally, spiritually, with the other songs in this final, give it higher than a 9. Like, I do like it, I must say. The lyrics are naff. But I like it more now than I did on my first reaction. The chorus is actually very, very good to listen to. Yeah, but I can't put it more than 9. I can't. Stole the hammer of Thor. Okay, so I have professed when I reacted to Semi 3 that this is exactly how you elevate a song. Like on my first listen, I didn't like this song. It wanted to do something and it just wasn't doing it for me. There wasn't a hook. At no point in the 3 minutes could I find a hook to grab hold of. Like it just went and I was left behind. Train's gone, I'm still at the station. And then obviously this performance. Right, with that said, when you listen to all of the 10 songs back-to-back studio version, I go back to being left at the station with this song. And now I know what's happening in this performance. The surprise factor's gone for me. So it goes back to being a song that I particularly didn't like in the first place. So, I know there's some people that really like this song. I'm sorry, I don't like it. I don't like it. And it's really annoying because actually Semi 3, on reflection, was extremely weak. And there were some very, very good songs in semi-final 4. And obviously 2 of them have progressed. It's not to discredit Oda, like vocally, like actually, I've given places higher to Oda who are vocally shaky. Her vocals are flawless. It doesn't help, I think. Well, if she's 10, and I'm not giving away the fact that obviously Maria Fly is higher. It doesn't help for her in regards to my opinion of these songs that Maria is also in the final, because I think that song is it's what Oda needs to do, and moreover, it's giving me what I want this song. Maria's giving me what I wanted from this song that this song doesn't give to me. God, this is just gobbledygook now. And like, obviously I wish her well. Like, I'm not sending any like negative vibes into the universe. It's just obviously I gotta rank them on personal preference. This is the one that I connect with the least. But I'm glad people connect with it. Okay, so this was the semi-final, which basically was a little bit of a mess because of multiple people being off with COVID. So thank you so much for people informing me of that, when obviously I was making comments about the fact that obviously the backdrop was dropped and it was still hanging off, blah, 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 blah. The performance was a mess. But ultimately it sounds like it was a miracle, the fact that that semi-final even went ahead. Listening to his voice live, I started to kind of see why a couple of people had commented on my videos saying that this is their favourite. There is actually something quite good about this song, and when I was re-listening to it today, every time I listened to it, it kind of got higher and higher in my ranking. So number six for me. I actually think it's quite a good song. The staging's a mess, but he's got a cracking voice and the song's quite good. So I'm looking forward to seeing a better staging on Saturday. It's a nice song. See what I mean, Oda? Sorry. Right. Okay, going straight in there. Number 3. I really like this song. And like, if we didn't have The Last Chance, then effectively a great song would not be in the final. I predict great things for this song. I think there has to be momentum behind this song after the Last Chance round on Saturday. And it just, it sounds Norwegian. And well, I mean, I have no qualification to make that statement. I love this. I love the staging. This staging doesn't get boring. I like it. It's a great song. And she performs it well. And I love the staging. Right. Okay. Okay. You know, I totally admit, like, when I react to these songs and I say their vocals are shaky or whatever, I like to think I say it in a real respectful way because I can't sing. I can't hold a note. So I wouldn't be able to sing live for Toffee. But there was 1 or 2 people on my reaction video that basically called her out on her vocals. And particularly one comment sticks in my head. It went above and beyond just came across a bit nasty, really. Now listen, that was uncalled for and it's not okay. It's annoying when people do that. What keyboard warriors, right? I did listen to this twice again live today. I don't think I had since I reacted very happily to her qualification. It does sound at parts quite harsh, the vocal. She is forcing that vocal a bit too harsh in places. I still think it's a cracking performance, but I do admit there are moments where it does feel quite harsh. And because I'm in love with the song, I want it to get to the beat quicker. So I know a lot of people, when they first hear it, they kind of feel a bit alienated or disconnect with the song slightly when the beat kicks in. But for me, when the beat kicks in, I go to another kind of level. I go to another plane. Like I go to another universe. That's disgusting and corny. So for me, I have to admit, it is quite difficult listening to this song now because it does take a while for that beat to kick in and I want it to kick in. With all of that said, I'm saying that so people don't call me out on being biased or just having kind of like, filtered glasses that I just can't see the wood between the trees. Look, this is no surprise. I connect with this song. I just love this song. I'm sorry, I know, Subwoolfer fans and whatever, but at the end of the day, I'm gonna sound really gross and disgusting now. I've got to be true to my heart. If I said Subwoolfer, I wouldn't believe it. So this is my favourite. Sorry about my neighbour. Thank you. I don't know if you heard that. Look, I do love this song, and I have to admit I haven't listened to it as much as I maybe should have. But when this came on and I was walking to the supermarket to get my groceries, this came on and I loved it. Like, I really want to kind of make it very clear, I don't love this because I'm British and we love jokey songs. I like this because it's actually a good song. Behind the visuals, behind the lyrics, there's a good song here. It is Ben Adams' voice from A1, one of them. So a lot of people have basically said the two people. I don't know who the second person is. It's definitely Ben Adams from A1. His voice is really distinctive. Look, whilst I'm a huge fan of Sofie, and that's my personal favourite, which song do I think Norway should send that's going to have the biggest impact in Turin? Well, obviously this one. And I'm not just saying that to appease Subwoolfer fans. I genuinely believe that in my heart of hearts. Like, this is the song that Norway should pick. Because I will have my relationship with Sofie's song for eternity. I'm coming out with some awful phrases. But this is the song they should pick. And I'm not even giving it number 2 either to appease Subwoolfer fans, because there are loads of them. I genuinely enjoy it when it comes on. Peace. See, this is where you can call me out of not being biased, because I think a lot of people thought that this would be in my top 3. So obviously, if you've been keeping kind of track record, this is my number 4. I love this song. I do love this song. But taking everything into account, I think it doesn't help that I've listened to this song quite a lot. And it is a song with quite a kind of infectious but simple melody, so you can over-listen to this song. I would be ecstatic if it won, because I don't know many people, even when I kind of reference this song in reaction videos, no one says, yeah. It's been 1 or 2 videos that I've dedicated just to Lisa Kumoji. But yeah, I sometimes feel like I'm a bit of a quiet voice on YouTube with this one. I thought the performance was great tonight, but at the end of the day, I think Maria's performance is just wow. And that song is more unique to my ears. And well, Sofie is Sofie. I'm not going to talk about that. That's more of a spiritual connection. Human words can't explain it. And Subwoolfer, it is a better. I do understand it's a better song. I do get that. I haven't given it enough of a chance, I don't think. I mean, us Brits, we love an underdog. And if a song kind of is out there and everyone's loving it, I think my British mentality wants to kind of find something in other songs, because I don't know, probably talking rubbish now. So yeah, please let me know what you think. I think this is going to be a Subwoolfer comment video where people go, Subwoolfer, and completely right and justified. Please do, comment, let me know who your favourite is. Please do subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. Please do click the notification button so you're informed if and when I post videos. And yeah, until next time, stay safe.